Boom, we're live. I thought my banner or whatever was going on in the background was going to disappear when I went live, but apparently not. So you guys just get to look at the truck for a little bit. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I know Chief Freight Hauler was in here, so I'm going to wait for a little bit for maybe a few other people to come in. It was a real quick live. I decided while I was sitting here at Lineage Logistics maybe to come out and say a few words since I went to over 10,000 subscribers last night. Eventually here we are going to be having panel I'm probably already getting told that we're already done. Maybe not. All right. No. All right. So eventually here we're going to have panel discussions. I got a laptop. I ordered a refurbished laptop. You know, what is it? A lot of you guys might not care, but it's a Pentium 1.7 running at 2.5 gigahertz. It's got an RTX 3050 graphics card in it. Pretty much, you know, it's for editing and everything. And I got it last night. I didn't open it up. I figured I'd just take it in the truck with me and, you know, use it to edit and maybe actually go live tonight. Maybe try to do a long form discussion with somebody about, you know, trucking cost or something in general. But apparently I opened the laptop up just a little while ago at my last stop, and the charging cord isn't the right charging cord for the laptop. So I got like 45% battery on it right now and no way to charge the laptop. And for some reason, the USB-C on the laptop, and it won't take a charge from the truck. I guess it has to be over 100 watts or 200 watts or whatnot. So that's where we are. We got two people in here now. So I don't know. Like I said, I did this probably a little bit too quick. Like I said, I had some free time here at Lineage and was told that I was going to be sitting here in the door for a little bit, but apparently that didn't happen. Like I said, they're already loading me. So, all right, we got 4 people in here. I guess we can start. So I just want to come out and say thank you to anybody that either is here right now or watches this live feed later on. Thank you for the subscribers or subscriptions, I should say. Thank you. And I never thought I would grow this quick. I'd have to say definitely my YouTube shorts played a huge role in that. But you know, it's nice to know that people like to listen to some idiot on YouTube, and you know, we'll listen to them or you know, take some advice. You know, whenever I decide to give it. Lately here, there's been a few discussions on whether or not the advice I give is good or not. And, you know, it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. I always tell guys I just try to explain how I feel and give my opinion and try to be as real as possible. I don't try to sugarcoat anything. I don't try to come out here and give a sales pitch, but that may be coming eventually here. I do have a few sponsors lined up, and once I get my laptop up and running and everything, there's probably going to at least be one sponsor right off of the bat. The other 2 or 3 I'm working on. I don't think they want I don't know if they want their product marketed to, you know, the trucking community. I don't know. You know, I was gonna say one of them. I'm trying to work with Capital One right now, Capital One Business, and see if I can't get them to set up a little sponsorship for the Spark card. We'll see where that goes. It's really hard to get a hold of anybody over there for marketing. Muddy Products, they actually came to me a while ago, back when I was doing flatbed. But the problem is when they came to me, I was transitioning over to reefer, and I didn't know if they would want their products marketed by a non-flatbed enthusiast. But apparently I decided to answer their email again anyway and explain, you know, the position I'm in and everything. And they still said that, you know, they would feel fine with me marketing their products. So as of right now, I got Mighty in the bag for a sponsor and maybe Capital One. Like I said, it's very hard to get a hold of the marketing rep over there. And I'm working on a few other ones, a fuel card and some other things. But for right now, we're just the tiny little channel that could, I guess you could say. Let's see. Let's pull up some comments here. Somewhere here. There we go. Oh, let's see here. We got, wow, actually, we got a pretty good amount of people in the house. I'm going to give a shout out to Cheap Freight Hauler. He was here first. He said, thanks. What did he say? He said, congratulations on the 10,000 views. I'll make you uncomfortable. Hey, y'all. He's in the house. Let's see. Cheap Freight Hauler. I'm at 46 currently. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, don't worry about it. The more you start looking at the numbers, you get discouraged, especially when you're making like actual long videos that you're editing and doing all kinds of stuff too. The harder you work on it, the more discouraged you get, especially when you have a low subscriber account. Let's see. Oh, we got trucking reviews in the house. What's up, lazy trucker? Hey, hey, I saw you the one morning. You were being all lazy, just sitting there. I don't know, what was it, like 6 o'clock in the morning you went live. I don't know how many people could have possibly showed up in there. I think you had 1 or 2 people. Let's see. He said, get to work already. I saw one of your boys over at, where was I at? Hunts Point in the Bronx. He was doing a delivery. Flying through the parking lot about 70 miles an hour. So, some homeboy in a, I don't know, it was like a maroon T680. Let's see, I'll make you uncomfortable. Burner is live also. Let's see, trucking reviews. I'm here because he pays me to just saying, yeah. I don't make enough money to pay anybody. Make it uncomfortable. Hey, Sterling. Hey, yep. Sterling says congrats. Thanks, Sterling. Oh, by the way, great. Just missed a comment. Great live feed the other day. It was very entertaining. Definitely not PG, but very entertaining. Trucking reviews. Sterling Wheel. I don't want any subscribers. Need more dislikes. You know what? What I say, Sterling, screw those people. Because the stuff I put out, if you go through my comments, like go through some of the videos where I make, I don't make fun, but I point out the one guy that couldn't back. Actually, he backed and tried to leave the wrong way. It was a dead end receiver. Then he tried backing into the spot again, hit my mirror backing into the spot, I guess blindside backing. Then tried to pull out and he almost got stuck between the curb, over the curb, and there's, I guess, a little ravine right there, and it's all muddy. And we were all trying to help him, but the guy didn't speak very good English. He had a brake chamber leaking on the trailer like a sieve, so he had to rev the shit out of the engine to build up air. And I mean, I did a short. I should have did a long form content on that to explain it better, but I did a short, and you got 70% of the people with me, and the 30% of them are, stay in your lane, leave the guy alone. He's just trying to make a living. We need people to help people out here. Who are you to tell somebody they can't be on the road and make a living and all that? So, I got tons of hate too, but I guess somebody's subscribing or I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I'll make you uncomfortable. Let's see. I have one video almost at 100K views or shorts. Definitely what I started doing with my shorts, at least, is I started putting in, please like and subscribe, because people just watch them and I don't know, they just don't even bother touching the subscribe button or logging into your channel. But I mean, I guess enough do, because let's see, this month, well, I'm not all the way through this month, but I have 500 subscribers just this month. So there had to be a short video somewhere that a lot of people decided to subscribe with, or one of my long form contents from who knows way back. Trucking reviews. Let's see. I'm possible. We only have Volvo, and we don't go into the Northeast. Impossible. I don't know. He had a. he had one of your trailers, and I'm pretty sure it said it on the truck too. But I don't know. I was in Hunts Point, and they're all meat. What do you want to call it? Distributors there, I guess. Let's see. I'll make you comfortable. I love you too, much, Sterling. See, trucking reviews. I was getting unloaded when I was live, so I was multitasking. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm doing. They told me I was going to be a while, and I know they at least put 10 pallets on me, so I don't know how long I'm going to be here for, but I figured I was going to be here like 2 hours at least, because they said it was going to be a bit, but I don't know. Let's see, Sterling, I almost want to do a reaction video to your comment section. You should. Go ahead, do it. I mean, I haven't. I mean, I'm trying not. I don't know. I'm at the point where I kind of still want to say what I want to say, but the channel's kind of grown enough to where I don't know if I should go down the road of where I just keep an open mouth and say whatever I want, or if I should try to articulate what I say better. Like the video I put out the other day that I was talking to you about, Sterling, the one about everybody's in our pockets. That was just a real quick video, and I didn't think anybody was really going to pick. I didn't think anybody was going to really pick it apart. It was just real quick. You know, and I know a bunch of guys are like, oh yeah, you know, shit sucks. Everybody's in our pockets, but I do have logic behind me a bit. Like I can see where Sage comes from and everything, because I've been on his live. I've agreed with him with all kinds of stuff. And like the point I try to make a lot of times about being professional, writing a business email, being professional on the phone. You know, a lot of the guys in the comments that you see, you know, that say stay in your own lane and stuff, they'll curse a broker out like that. They're not writing emails like professional emails. They don't even, you can go on Google and just take a template and paste a template and then fill it in, you know. And they're not doing that either. If you're going to run a business, you have to at least look like you're I'm not smart, but stable enough to work with a multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar company. And that includes some of the brokers too. So, let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. Shoot. Hey, it's we'll just say chicken head, cockhead. This is what you spend your time celebrating. This is what makes you happy. Yeah, it is. That, and then I don't know. I guess my cock's out in my backyard. See, always got a hater somewhere. Let's see, cheap freight hauler. An open mouth may close some sponsorship opportunities. Yep, that is completely true. That is completely true. And that's what I said. I'm at that point where I can see that I'm actually growing something, and I think I need to calm down a little bit. That's also when I had my, we'll say, erratic live there a few months ago or a month or so ago. I decided to take it down because, like I said, I have some emails from certain people and some opportunities to maybe help other people out. And I don't want me having fun or just, you know, hanging out with the guys to totally destroy that, if you want to know what it means. That's also why I did start a second channel that's going to still kind of stay anonymous. And, well, you know, once you see me, you'll know. But maybe we'll have some of the political and, I don't know, what do you want to say, the state of the country discussions over there, or the state of civilization, where we're going, and things like that. Just normal stuff, you know, and men's stuff, you know, mental health and everything like that. Just being a father, a good husband. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. Do whatever you want, bud. Let's see. Sterling wheel. Stay articulated. It's more important, and your knowledge helps. Thanks, Sterling. Let's see, we got Cockhead here again. Open your mouth and close your mouth. Canes, stupid. I'm gonna butcher that, so I'm not even gonna say it because it already looks like I got my first troll in here, and I think I already know who it is, which I don't know why he's making such big deal about it. It's YouTube, and I don't know. All I know is it's pretty magical that I have a 13-liter pack car, and I'm achieving 10 miles to the gallon or 9 miles a gallon, depending if I'm pulling mountains. And for a Cummins to do that, I've had 5 or 6 Cummins over a 10-year period. That, in my opinion, I will probably never own a Cummins again, unless I built it. I'm tired of the freaking drop liners. I'm tired of the supposed rebuilt or refurbished fuel units with the stupid ceramics, and they change them out and they still go bad. I'm tired of all that. I'm tired of the cam, like if you 871 or an 870, I'm tired of the cams getting eaten away. I know that could happen with the pack car too there for a little bit, but I'm just tired of the huge internal damages that happen with the Cummins. When they're running great, they're running great. They get great fuel mileage. Some trucks they do better than others, but they don't. They don't. I don't see, unless you're a heavy hauler or you make enough money doing whatever you do, I don't see where Cummins comes into play. Maybe the ISX efficiency series. Maybe if they got that down pat. I don't know. I'd never drove the efficiency series, the actual X15, but. I don't know. I know I'm going off on this tangent because I know who this probably is. I think it's Trucking with Ryan or whatever. Because I never had a troll come on here before, and he got a little pissed off one night when I was in James Best Live. But anywho, we're just gonna keep going here. Let's see, Jerome Jones, congratulations. I'll make you uncomfortable. That was a King of the Hill quote. Oh, what he was saying. Okay. These pack cars are great on fuel. Had mine sitting on 12.3 last week. Yeah, let's see. Well, I don't know what I turned the truck off and I didn't start it back up, so it's just got me idling here right now. But I think when I came over here to Newark, I think I was at like 11.2 or something like that. But see, I came out when I first got this truck. All right, I was pissed off about the fuel injectors. All right, and I was pissed off about the DEF quality sensor. DEF quality sensor, though, every newer truck has been having problems with that since, since COVID started, and it's just inevitable for it to happen. And like I said, this truck was manufactured during that time. It probably has the shitty quality sensor in it. And the only thing I hated is when I told the dealership what I did and everything, they still did not turn around and listen to me and say, just put a quality sensor in and warranty it. They wanted to, they drained all the new DEF out that I put in there and everything. And because they had a low DEF code, which I told them I drained the DEF tank twice myself just to make sure it wasn't DEF, because I didn't feel like spending I think they charged me $820 to drain and basically refill and diagnose, the DEF check engine light or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't want to have that. That's why I did it myself twice to make sure. I'm like, look, this has to be a quality sensor. But I got it taken care of. That year. Oh my God, what is this guy doing? There's this really nice blue Peterbilt in front of me, like probably 80-inch sleeper and everything, and it's STP sticker on the back. And I don't know what he just did. He just like dropped the clutch, trying to back in, and now he's backing right towards me, like right in front of me. I don't know if this is an owner operator. I doubt it, because it's a nice truck. Maybe he hired somebody to drive it. It's got a spread axle, nice nice reefer trailer, but I don't know what the hell he's doing right now. I don't know. I feel bad for the truck. That's all. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the truck. I got 62,000 miles on it now, and so far it's been running like it did when I first got it. Everything's great. The injectors don't seem like they're gumming up again. Like I said, they're supposed to be the updated injectors. We'll see. When I get to 100,000 miles, maybe I'll make another review on the truck and try to say some good things about it. I was gonna say, here, I'm gonna turn the camera around, or attempt to. All right, maybe I'm not, but he just almost turned into me. Almost. Let me turn this thing so you can see the trailer. But it's a nice blue Pete. Like I don't know. Maybe he hired whoever owns the truck. Maybe they hired a driver. I don't know. Usually, you don't expect that kind of lacking in skills from a truck that looks like this, which you'll see in a second. Like I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there with that. Maybe he's hungover. But like I said, eventually I'm going to make another review on this T680 next gen, because so far for the fuel mileage, you can't beat it. If I can go another 100,000 miles or 200,000 miles with no problems, I would say the truck's putting money in my pocket. Even though it's taking a lot of money out of my pocket, it's putting money in my pocket in fuel savings. Let's see, cheap freight hauler. Over a couple hundred miles last quarter, if there was 9.7. Yeah, it's the truck. Like I said, in fuel savings, the truck's putting, I think I calculated between my 9,400 and this. In fuel savings, it's putting about $5 to sometimes, well, depending on the price of fuel tools, so $500 to $800 back in my pocket every week, just in fuel savings alone. I'll make you uncomfortable. Don't forget, it's Willie. What's going on here? Let's see, cheap freight hauler. They have a process they have to follow that had to be recorded, yep, with the pack car, so they can get paid for the work. Yep, you're right. I was lucky they decided to change all the injectors when my injector started going bad, because I had to talk with the tech too, because I said I don't want to be back in here every couple of months or every couple of weeks to try to change another injector when it goes bad. I said there's definitely more than one hammering, and I said, could we make sure that these all get warranted now and I get it out of the way, right off the bat? Because apparently, from what I was told, Cummins, pack cars, they're having them do an injector test to each injector, and they're only replacing the one that they find is bad. So, but eventually they're all going to go bad because, like I said, the clearances were too tight, they said, and they're building up too much carbon from the additives or that black, I don't know what it is, I forget. Aspartame? I want to say it's aspartame or something like that. Cockhead, I'm trolling in here because you seem like a good man. Stress tests are good for us. I got enough of that. I'm basically married and I have an ex-wife, so I have enough stress as it is there, cockhead. It's Willie. Is this a drama channel? I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be, that's for sure. We don't try to put anybody really down. We do, though. We do say, I don't know. Like I said, I don't try to keep my mouth shut about a few things. Like this guy. He's still trying to back next to me in this Peterbilt. I will call things like that. When things seem like they're blatant BS, I will call that out too. Getting like 10 miles a gallon out of a Cummins ISX, I don't care. Unless you're driving around in a rocket with an ISX in it, something that's shaped like a dildo. I don't think you're going to really get 10 miles a gallon out of an ISX. Maybe the efficiency series, maybe. I'll give that one. But just a regular Jane, older ISX, no. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. No, it's just broken. See, how much do wrenches cost here? Well, if I had my laptop, I would definitely hand out wrenches. But the problem is, I think, well, let's see. For me to go back and forth right now between YouTube and here and hand out wrenches, it's going to be a little bit of a taxing move. It'll probably screw up my rhythm. Probably screw the channel up. I'll probably end up losing StreamYard somehow. They're free for you, nice. They're pretty much free for most of anybody. I could care less. I just don't need nothing crazy going on. Willie, I must be blocked. Nobody there is. I haven't had to block anybody. Even the once in a while when I do get trolls and stuff, I don't block anybody. Now there's some comments that I've taken out of my videos because they've went a little above and beyond what I'm okay with. Like certain profanity and things like that, like where it sounds like they're having like a crisis, writing their comment. That's when I'll sometimes block some comments when they get a little too like psychopath, I guess you could say. Why do I always get blocked? Willie, you're not blocked. I don't know. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. I'll see you, Willie. Let's see, Willie. Thank you. I am happy now. Let's see. Cheap freight hauler. Aspartame. Yeah, there you got it. You got it there, cheaper. Freight hauler. The old pack cars. I remember they said there was some problems too with that. I don't know if it's like the 2014 or 2015 models. I think they had the same problem with it building up inside the injector. Cockhead. He's laughing. Willie, who has 10,000 subscribers? You have been live for 25 minutes, and I don't understand why there's only 3 watching. Well, let's see. I went live in the middle of the day here. Most guys are probably working and driving, and I just went live to go live. I don't really care about who hops in on my lives. Most of my lives, the people that jump on here and are usually after the fact. Let's see, cheap freight hauler. When was your truck manufactured? Mine was built in November. Haven't had any injector issues. Maybe I got the updated ones. I think mine was built I want to say November of 2022, I think. November of 2022. Willie, oh, it's Willie's Pub. I know who this is. I'm glad, my friend, it's Willie is not blocked. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. I see 7. 7, yes. See, cheap freight hauler. It's mid-afternoon. Hopefully most people are working. I don't know, cheap freight hauler. I'll tell you what, a lot of the truck stops I've been going to lately. Where was I was just at the other day? I was at the TA there off of I-95 in, oh man, what do they call that? I think it's Ashland. I think it's called Lewistown Road. It's the TA on Lewistown Road and I-95 there in Virginia. It was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and there were tons of spots still available, and we're not paid parking either. They were free spots, and you'd walk. There'd be 2 or 3 spots. Walk a little bit more. There'd be 5 or 6. There had to be at 9 o'clock at night. There had to be at least 30 or 40 spots still left in that truck stop, easily. And the last couple of years, I'm not used to seeing any spots anywhere. The same thing, like I stopped at a rest area at like 6:30, right maybe 80 miles south of Washington, D.C., and the rest area was like empty. There's 4 trucks in the rest area at 6:30 in the afternoon, outside 80 miles down south of Washington, D.C. Oh, I skipped over it. All right. Let's see, cheap freight hauler. I'm at home. Truck is in the shop getting some plastic flarings replaced. Yep. I'm gonna probably have to do that again too. I don't know. I'm thinking about looking at the plastic fairing. I got the one that the guy backed into the side of the truck and broke the mounts off. I got that one, so I'm able to look at it. And the other one's cracked. The one right there behind the front fender, I guess, where you latch the hood at. The mounts on that are cracked. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a piece of steel or diamond plate and maybe drilling some holes through the plastic. I don't know what you want to call it. Grill. It's like a grill. Drilling some holes through it and actually riveting a piece of metal to it, drilling a hole through it and attaching it with that. Because I doubt the metal's not going to fatigue and crack over time like the plastic's doing. With just basically the vibration and stuff on the road in the truck, I guess. Yep, I'll see you, Willie. Have a good one. Actually, I trying to think. I actually haven't seen you in a while. I mean, no, I think you were on the one night I saw you. But no, I love your stuff there, Willie. Let's see. Cockhead. I had a DEF injector sensor issue. Truck kept trying to shut down, kept bypassing it because I knew it was all about DEF. Anyways, in the end, ended up being all because of water in the wiring harness. That sounds like an older pack car issue. I had a 14 pack car where the wiring harness, I guess it's the wiring harness that goes to the one box and all that crap over there. I don't know if it rubs through somewhere or what, but it had water and corrosion in it, and apparently, luckily, it got replaced. But apparently, at first, they were going to charge me like, I forget. I think it was like $6,800 to replace that wiring harness, and they found out that there was a recall. I'm surprised that Kenworth did a recall, but they found out there was a recall and they replaced the wiring harness for free. I wish they'd do a recall for the injectors. Apparently, it sounds like they're just going to put a bulletin in and try to, flim-flam that. They'll replace one at a time and hope they don't have a million trucks come in that need the injectors replaced. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. Willie's breaking his truck now. Let's see. Cockhead. All three engine lights were on over BS. Yep. Well, the computer don't know what it's raining. It just thinks the end of the world's happening. We're good to go. All right. All right. So I don't know. I might go. I don't have an appointment time for where I got to drop this off at, and it's only going to go 100 miles down the road. So I might leave you guys in here to talk for a second while I go sign paperwork. And what I'll do is I'll pull out here and try to park on the street because I got nothing better to do, and I enjoy talking to you guys. Let's see, Mad Max truck, your truck. Let's see, I'll make it come. Are you talking about the Mad Max truck that drives up and down New Jersey Turnpike here all the time? That black, what is it? I think it's a Freightliner. I think it's a Freightliner Classic. How's let's see. How's everything going? I know you've been through ups and downs in trucking. It's getting better. Yeah, it's getting better. It's cost money, but it's getting better. I'm gonna go run in real quick, and let's see if I can't leave you guys with something to watch and talk about a little bit. I'm gonna go play this video here, and I'll watch all you guys disappear. But I mean, if you want to hang on here, I should be about 5 minutes. So. Oh, all right. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that video would stop playing. Well, I'm back. I'm pulling out the door right now. These guys are happy because I just gave them about 200 pounds of chicken wings I had from my last delivery. Maybe that's why they unloaded me fast. Well, loaded me fast, I should say. Let me pull out here and close my doors. And I'll pull over here and park. Yeah, we do live action vlogging here at Dragon TV. Try not to knock the phone off the door here in a second. Plug the mic back in. Does it actually hear me good? On again. Let's see, where did I leave off at? Loads already. Yeah, I know. They were faster. Like I said, I think it's because I paid them in about 200 pounds of wings. We're going to pull over right to the side here. Just get out of everybody's way. Or maybe the empty spot that was here, this guy just took. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but I am at the Lineage in Newark, New Jersey. It's the one with the really low bridge right down the road that everybody likes to run into, and the crazy ass speed bumps that some of these cars get super airborne off of. The thing that I hate about being over here in North Jersey, there's a Pilot over here you can go park at where all the spots are paid, but it is a freaking dump. And it's like a new Pilot, but it's a freaking dump. I got a little park in there. I'll park right here. There's a spot that I usually park at when I'm over here, but these freaking potholes are ridiculous. But there's a CRV sitting right there. Yeah, I'll just park right here. I'm not going to sit here tonight, so I can sit here for a bit. But yeah, this whole area is nothing but full of trucks, like nonstop chaos. If you go out right now, I bet you if I go out, I think it's Doremus Ave, something like that, where all the containers are at and stuff. That whole road is jam packed. Everyone trying to get out on 95 there. Yep, treatment. All I hear is horror stories of reefer loads and unload times. They're not all like that. I would say for me at least, average here. Now, also, I don't know. I do get detention, so that might be why they don't want to pay detention. That might be why they're pretty fast. Um, I would say I average 4 hours, 3 hours for unload time. Uh, yeah, the other day at Hunts Point, I was there for 10 hours. Yep, 10 hours for fancy meats. I guess it's called fancy foods, fancy meats, something like that. Um, they they just took way too much freaking time. Let me put myself back on I'm going to be right back here. Had to switch my logs over. That's all. See, cheap freight holder, ding, commercial brakes. Well, hello everybody. See, howdy, flatbedder dick, probably. Let's see. I'll make you uncomfortable. I gotta run to the city. I'll see you later. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll make you uncomfortable. I think you live out there in the middle of nowhere, so I could see why that that turns into a giant ordeal. Me, let's see. I think Costco is like an hour away from me. Walmart's about 25, 30 minutes. Target is about an hour or so away, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. My wife hates it. But yeah, so I'm pretty much, this week's been really not slow, but a bummer. Really, pretty much just not really going anywhere far. I just, like I said, me for Monday was sitting 10 hours at Hunts Point there at Fancy Foods. And now I got this run. I took a run down to Swedesboro there. Yeah, Swedesboro. And now I'm basically going back down to Swedesboro from Lineage Logistics up here in Newark, New Jersey, basically. So I'm not getting any miles, that's for sure. And I am getting paid, though. I am getting extra. I'm going to get a bunch of detention time. And I'm going to get a $250 New York metro area bonus. But I think I'm not going to say everyone's hurting, but I'm going to say that definitely the economy's slowing down because you can see it here at Tyson. Like I said before, loads here went from now this is from Tyson. Loads went from 25,000 a month to we're down to about 15 to 17,000 a month. So that's a big decline in product being moved. So they got rid of a lot of people, and luckily I'm just one of the ones that stayed because even this carrier got rid of a lot of people. Just no work. Had to downsize, and Tyson pretty much said it had to happen. So it is what it is. I'd imagine it's like that everywhere right now. I've heard about Prime having to downsize, Swift laying off, letting go a few drivers. I wouldn't say laying them off, but letting go a few drivers. Um, just it is what it is. Oh, let's share raccoon. What's up, mofo? How's the chicken business? Oh, there you go. I've basically been telling you that. I'm gonna buy some wings later to support you. Oh, thanks. Wings, steak. I don't know. They do everything, and they have. When you think of Tyson, you think of Tyson, but they own. Let's see. I'm trying to remember all their brands. They own so many other brands. It's ridiculous. There's like at least 3 or 4 IPB. I think it's IPB meats. Hillshire Farm. List goes on. But it's hard to believe that there's not that many shipments of meat anymore. I guess it's just too expensive. You think everybody's got to eat, right? That's the way I was thinking. But if the economy gets bad enough, even us reefer haulers are going to have a hard time keeping running, and it's just inevitable that with a slowing down economy that there's going to be less and less needs for us, I guess, to move stuff. I have a friend that's still doing the spot market, and he said that usually by now you start getting your big movements in Christmas stuff, the tail end of it, because they do start moving it early. But he says it's just not out there. It's just not out there right now. So that that tells you something, that you might want to hold off on any giant purchases. Like even right now, I'll admit, right now I'm looking at what is it, a 2021 T680 that I'm thinking about purchasing and putting a driver in it. I know it's probably a very bad idea, but I'm thinking about it. It's got 221,000 miles on it, and I believe it has the extended warranty to 750,000 miles, or 7 years, or whatever. So if that's true, I might actually go and look at this thing. But I have a driver in mind, and I also have possibly a YouTuber that I might reach out to and see if he wants to drive it. I kind of said something in one of his lives, so maybe if I can do something, maybe. But before that, I'm gonna make sure I have work for him to do it. And that's what I'm not 100% sure. I'm like I just said, Tyson has kind of slowed down, but it just depends where you're at. I think he lives out in the Midwest. If that's true, if he lives out that way, there'll be tons of work still for him, even here with things slowing down, because there's all the meat producers are out there, the beef and pork and all that stuff. So let's see, rest areas. Most of the bigger stores have been stocked up way ahead of time. Yep, you're right. That's what he's been saying. Danny with Truckee. Danny with Truckee. Let's see. I may haul TP and paper towels, and the loads have slowed dramatically. Well, if you've been hauling that all the way through COVID, then you've been doing real good. But it's funny though. TP and paper towels and stuff like that. What are these people wiping their asses with then? If they can't afford extra TP and paper towels and cleaning up stuff, are people actually just foregoing your typical normal commodities? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know one thing. I kind of almost wish I had a flatbed right now, because I used to haul a lot of loads for General Dynamics, and there's a manufacturer out in Scranton. They have the tubes, these special. They make pretty much just the shells. It's the actual tubes. They take them. I would pick them up, and I would either take them down to their other General Dynamics plant down in uh, southern Pennsylvania there, or I would take them out to Ohio, and they would go out in Ohio and they would get machined into shells and explosives and all that stuff, put them in them and everything. And I think they might have done it there at Scranton too. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't try to ask too many questions, if you know what I mean. But I used to have the tag here. I'm probably supposed to give it back, but my clearance tag and all that. But I kind of wish I had that right now, because it really looks like we're going to go to some kind of war here. I'm not going to go really into the nitty gritty, but I just think that there's going to be some kind of war there, and moving the stock that makes artillery shells would probably be a pretty good investment, right now. But I don't know. Everybody makes money off of war somehow. The only people that lose are the ones fighting it. But anywho, let's see. Lead to the sky. Yeah. But like I said, I just wanted to come on here quick. I didn't think they would be finished up that fast. I'm kind of getting a little worried about sitting where I'm at too, because normally I'm sitting back a little bit, but right here I'm in front of, what is this? I guess it's a propane slash acetylene slash oxygen supplier, and they have no parking here. Violators will be prosecuted and all this other stuff, which I don't know how they can get away with doing that right here, because nobody else has no parking signs. But I don't feel like getting a ticket while I'm sitting here. But a lot of times what guys do here is they use this stretch of road for their personal personal trucking yard. And you'll come down here and there'll be tires laying all over the place, hubs, all kinds of bull crap. And that's probably what they don't want a bunch of trash and shit laying on the front of their property here. It's probably what it is. Rest area raccoon. There's a General Dynamics up in CT2. Flatbeds are pretty cheap, so not a bad time to buy. No, I know. They went back down to their normal prices just about. There for a while, guys were asking for we're talking about like 2000s, Great Danes, 2000s, what were they, 2000s utilities. You got the rust holes through them and stuff. They were trying to get like 15, 20 grand for rusted out flatbed trailers. Oh, it's easy fix. That too, the aluminum ones. Well, everyone started posting all their Bensons. Where the Benson flatbeds crack right there, over the front axle. Everyone was posting them too. Oh, it's an easy fix. Cheap. Pick it up cheap. 15 grand. This is a steal. Pick it up. And I'm like, yeah, they're like 10 grand at an actual certified. I don't even know if didn't Benson. I don't even know if Benson, you could take it back to Benson and they would do it anymore, because there's some guys that try to weld this aluminum and you keep going back to them and having them do it. They just keep racking the money in because they do a shitty job. It's like an art form. You got to actually know what you're doing with some of that crap. But hey, you got those backyard mechanics out there that'll just slap a couple pieces of 1/4-inch steel on it, cover up some of the rust holes, and say you're good to go. Let's see, Butch. I have come to the conclusion today that grain cart operators are no longer required to have common sense and a brain. Well, I don't think anybody's required to have a common sense or a brain. Oh, hold on, I got dispatch asking me if I'm loaded here. You might get a ugly picture of my face here in a second. Yep. that was just dispatch asking me if I was loaded yet, because I asked them earlier if we had an appointment yet, because I would like to run this straight through. Okay, he's checking. Because I only have to go 100 miles down the road, and I would rather spend the night at my house. You know what I mean? Either that or pick up another load. That too. That's the thing I sometimes don't like right about now. Now that it's being slow, is I spend a lot of time sitting and waiting for appointments, and I can't, I'm not getting paid for that, technically, unless, like I said, I get detention if I show up at the appointment and they take too long. And, it's getting a little old. If I still had my 9400, I wouldn't care so much. But when you have a, $5,000 bill due at the end of the month, between truck and insurance and everything, you kind of care a little bit. But I'm not really doing that bad. I just get worried. I'll have a week where it's not that good, and then I'll have a killer week, and then I'll have another killer week, or I don't know. It's always on your mind. That's one thing I try not to tell guys now, is try not to go too far over your head anymore, especially if you think you have a gig. Like, I thought I had this gig set. I didn't think it was going to slow down at all, because, like I said, chicken, meat, reefer. What's the chances of that, drying up, I guess you could say. And apparently there are some chances of that drying up. I mean, anything can happen. We could get kicked out by another carrier, which I know it's not going to happen, because I already checked in on that too. I had a few conversations with people, and we are like 99.8%. What do they call it? We don't drop any loads, I guess, and we're never late and stuff like that. So that apparently they use that. Tyson uses that chart to kind of measure their carriers, whether or not they need to get rid of them or not. So right now we are like top one out of the whole, I guess, their whole carrier pool. So it's just no loads. There's no loads going out. Like I said, it dropped dramatically. But I don't know. It's scary. It is scary to think like that, especially if you're planning on, like, see me, I'm planning on eventually getting my authority again, and to have to try to guess, what the economy's doing. It's, it puts a lot of stress on you. So, but anyway, I guess everyone already jumped over to someone else's live. Like I said, this was just supposed to come on here and really thank everybody. That's really what I wanted to do, because I know everyone's going to probably watch this later on. I want to thank everyone for subscribing and, listen to me ramble, listen to my pauses when I talk. Like I said, I'm trying to get better at this whole YouTube thing and a little more professional. But for some reason, I have a problem getting things out extremely fast, and I'm getting better. Once I get moving through a live feed, I'm not so pausey, I guess you could say. But also, I need to start telling stories a little bit better. I've noticed on some of my videos that I do, like a vlog, I'm not putting out the content that I have been. I need to set a story up and tell it a lot better than just, hey, look where I am, and oh, look at this idiot. That's what I've been noticing. So, but anywho, there's 2 people left in here, so I'm going to leave it at that, because I just saw that my dispatcher texted me again. I'm probably going to have a little bit of a conversation with him. This is Jackknife TV. If you would, please like and subscribe. If you like my content, go ahead and just check some of the content out there. Don't click on just one video and assume that, I'm some idiot or whatnot. Go through a few videos, make your decision, and, subscribe. Just help a guy out. And, if you have any questions or whatnot, you can email me at jackknifetv.info at gmail.com, and I'll try to answer some questions with you. If you want it on the channel, just go ahead and tell me, and I can, put your story out in the channel. I'm trying not to, I don't want to offend anybody or put anybody down, especially if they're, subscribed or asking me for help. Unless it's something, if it's something really bad, like something extremely bad, like I'm leasing a truck for $2,000 a week from Ego Waffle Logistics or something. I think I might put that out there. But anywho, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later. Let's see, Rest Area Raccoon and Butch, and peace.